What I am advocating is that taxes be significantly increased on high-income individuals. The consequence of that is to lower taxes on the middle class. I espouse a very significant reformation of our tax system. Number one, progressive income tax. Number two, progressivity as well in the capital gains. Thirdly, we should put some progressivity also into the payroll taxes, which are completely unfair also to the average American for two reasons. A, they're fixed equally, irrespective of your income, and also there's a ceiling at about $106,000. So if you make more than $106,000, you don't pay Social Security. That is not fair, and you wonder why the average American and most Vermonters are struggling. Look, after World War II, do you know, take a guess. What do you think the highest tax rate was? Let's say you were some big billionaire after World War II. No, it was 90-something%. It was almost 90. They figured in those days, look, we just fought a war. They figured, look, if you're doing well right now in America, that doesn't mean all your money gets taxed at 90-something rate, but above a certain amount, you know what? If you got that much money, you can afford to share it a little bit so we don't have to lay people off all the time, so people can get insurance, so we can try to figure out how to make a new energy system that then works as opposed to what we're doing now. If you're a CEO in a skyscraper of this big company, on a big proportion of your income, you're paying only 15%. Your secretary, the person at the other front desk, the janitor who's cleaning the bathrooms in a building, is paying 28%, 29, 30-something%. You know, that's not fair. I mean, it's indecent. So I don't think what I'm advocating is progressive. I don't think it's radical. I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I think it's American. And we always had high tax rates if you were very wealthy, and we had lower tax rates if you were middle class because we tried to be fair about it. And I think we've kind of lost that, and that's just one example. I think politicians, they all know it, but they're not going to tell you that because they're too scared that it's not politically expedient to talk about taxes. Now, personally, I'm just saying that if you make over $350,000, it should go up 3% for every 150. And eventually, if you make $950,000, it might hit 50%. In the 20th century, it was 90 and 70% for decades during Democratic and Republican administrations. This is not a party thing. In those days, we were Americans, and we felt that if someone is having trouble next door, in the olden days, you helped them out. And now it's, I don't know, there's a general impression of greed. It seems to me that the idea is the way you succeed in life is only through money. And I think there's many ways to succeed, by service and by being a good person. And that doesn't mean you don't want to have a comfortable life, but it should be reasonable. So it doesn't matter what your spectrum is from politics. We always believe that one should share our wealth. I want our representatives fighting and saying that. In fact, if I go on the website of my opponent, I cannot clearly find anything that discusses in any significant way about the absence of a fair tax system. This is a cancer in the United States, and this is the essence of our democracy, is that we be fair. And I think we should expect that our representatives will fight on our behalf.